This is Cat and Chats, aka Kathy. This is my first live, so I thought I would see if I could get anybody to join, and maybe we could chat a little bit, since that's what I did name my channel. Um, so I'll wait and see if anybody comes on. Okay, looks like I have two people. If you want to say hi to me, then I'll know I'm on here. Um, I hope one of them's my friend Jackie. Oh, it's Brenda. Good morning, Brenda. I cannot believe I'm on live. So I have to keep looking over here because this is where my comments are. How are you doing this morning? I don't know exactly what I have to say, but you just got notified. Yay! That's exciting. So I watch other people's lives, and I've been wanting to do this. And my friend Jackie of A Day in My Life, I remembered somebody's blog, said, because I told her I didn't have enough viewing hours on or time on YouTube. So she said, well, I could do it with my iPad or my computer. Well, my iPad wouldn't let me do it, so I thought I'd try the computer. We're having a gorgeous day. My hubby is sitting right there. I'll show you. I'll say hi.
Hello.
And my dog Kendall is right there. Kendall, you want to say hi? So I got my support team here. Let's see. BG says she is doing good. She's quilting. And how are you doing this morning? Hi, Dawn, she said. BG is making a really, really cool fish quilt for her 9-year-old. I think he's 9. Oh, she's the one that's so good at ages and dates. We have been friends for eons. So it's really exciting. But anyways, we both quilt, or well, she's actively quilting, but had taken some time off. And I've been taking a lot of time off. I started quilting when I was about 10. And I was a very, very active quilter until about, did you say that was about 5 or 6 years ago?
It's longer than that.
I don't think it's been too much longer.
10 years ago.
No, it hasn't been 10 years. Our memories of things go a little differently. I would say,
Honey, you're 65 years old.
Golly. Well, now you know how old I am. There you go, BG. See, we do get in a few little quibbles here. Our memory is totally off as far as a lot of things, but it could have been 10 years. I started getting less enthusiastic, but I did make Annie a quilt top and a couple others. But anyways, if you got any questions for me, ask them. This morning, I was working on my newest, for any of you that don't know, I like to do junk journaling. And, well, that's my family, some of my family in this bottom corner here. But BG came and visited a couple weeks ago, and she actually took the time to look through my junk journals. 3 of them, I think. And you've taught me much over the years. Oh, well, you sure taught me a lot, and she's my prayer partner. So anybody on here that needs prayer, let us know. And we have a group of 6 ladies that I don't even know where to look. Oh, up there. A group of 6 ladies where we hold up prayers. So if you have a prayer, we'll put it, we put it in a text is what we do. And then we either pray on the text or, we just pray personally. And if there's updates, we can let everybody know. So my junk journaling is like my passion now instead of quilting, which I admire the quilting, but I don't really feel with my fingers that much anymore. Like, 'cause I always did a lot of needlework and that got uncomfortable for me. So I kind of quit doing that, but I do love the junk journaling. I'm getting into some painting and I do like that. And I like taking pictures, and I've got, well, I did have 8 grandchildren, but my son just got married, and I do definitely claim his 2 stepchildren and their spouses, and or well, one of them's engaged and the other's married and expecting their look up there and expecting their second baby. So I will have 2 great grandbabies. So I'm not for sure when you count grandchildren, if you count those that would just, I guess you would, I don't, by birth, I don't know. So I don't know if I would count my step grandchildren's spouses as my grandchildren. But if I didn't, then I have 10 grandchildren and 2 great grandchildren, or well, 1.5, because the other one's not due until October. So, anyways, let's see. And you've taught me much over the years. I read that. So how are you doing today? How's the quilting coming along? And if anybody has any questions, just ask, because this is the first time I've ever done this, and I don't know if, am I natural chatter, honey?
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah.
About anything worth listening to.
You're a natural chatter.
Oh, I will tell you guys that when BG and I were growing up, we went to the same elementary, junior high, and high school, and we did, right? Yes. I know you, BG, went to, I think it was your freshman year. You went to a different high school, and then you came over to the one I was going to. I think that's the way it went. Yes. Okay. And we just went to an awesome school. I just loved it. I still love it. It's still I think the best, isn't it ranked the best school in the Dayton area?
I don't know about Dayton school
I think it is.
anymore.
Oh, you just went to the other school for 6 to 10 weeks. Okay. Did you not like it? I don't know if I remember asking. Yeah, awesome people at our high school. Well, anyways, I was going to tell you that during my 3rd grade through freshman in high school, I lived at a nursing home, and my mom ran it. It didn't own it, but she was the charge nurse, and she was on duty 24 hours a day. And since at the time she was a single parent, we just lived in a little apartment that was in the basement of the nursing home. And I know the ladies used to like me to come up and visit and sit and chat with them, but I learned so much from them. I don't remember chatting as well as I was just willing to listen, and they definitely needed somebody to listen to. There were 52 either nursing home patients that needed help, with physical things, or it was like a widow's home. So we had retired school teachers and, of course, office workers. This was back in the 60s, so those women did a lot, definitely a lot of mothers and grandmothers. Yeah. Anyways, that was my when I used to. Hello, Jackie. See, it's because of you I got on here today. I thought I got to try this. So if anybody has any questions, ask me. What can I talk about, honey?
Quit asking if anybody has any questions.
Oh, quit asking if anybody has any questions. Okay.
They'll ask if they have.
Well, I don't know. I hear other people say that. You gained a lot of wisdom from those ladies. Well, thank you, BG. I appreciate that. But I do think it comes, if I have any wisdom, it has to have come from the Lord. But one of the things I did learn was I was quilting, actually. Two of the ladies sewed that were in there. One of them just sewed little pouches. They were about that big, and she'd give them away, and they had a little drawstring on them. But another lady, her daughter would bring her in paper bags full of waist dresses, of course, in the 50s and 40s, 50s, 60s. And we're talking early 60s, that's what women wore, was waist dresses, which was cotton, nice cotton fabric. Anyway, her daughter would bring her paper bag loads of those and a pair of scissors and a needle and a thread. And that's all she had. She didn't have anything more. So I would sit with her for hours and hours for quite a few years. And I still have one quilt that she gave my mom. She actually gave her the quilt top because she never quilted them, because she sewed everything by hand, and she would cut these waist dresses up and make her quilts. And she had a 3-drawer dresser that was kind of wide, and 2 of the drawers were full of her tops, quilt tops that she made. And I would sit with her, and the funny thing, her name was Mrs. Oliver. And the funny thing about her, I talked to her, but very rarely did she ever really talk back. She listened, she smiled, she cut, she sewed. And what she would do on her bed, in fact, all the women in the nursing home I lived in, like I said, it was a part, I would say more than half was just like a widow's home where they didn't really have anybody, or they didn't have anybody to live with. But most of them really didn't have anybody other than maybe some friends or something, but they had nobody to take care of them or for them to live with. Anyways, they would get up in the morning, and that's when the ladies, which I thought they were really old, I bet some of them were only 50, 60-year old. They'd be my age. But they wore those black, kind of like nun shoes. That's what I always, now that I would look back on it, that's what I would refer them to, were like the nun kind of black shoes. And that's the kind of shoes they wore. And they would get dressed, and they would always make their bed, or somebody in the nursing home would make their bed for them. And Mrs. Oliver, she didn't have an iron or anything. And she would sometimes wet her fingers a little bit out of just a little glass of water that would be on her bedside stand. And she would lay part of a dress out, and she would just like iron it with her fingers until really the wrinkles were out. And then, but she didn't get it soaked or anything. But then she would cut out her fabric pieces and start hand sewing them into quilt tops. So it was really cool the way I learned how to quilt. And then when I was first married, let's see, Jackie says, I want to make quilts from Mom's blankets and or clothing items for memorial for family members and myself. Problem is, I never quilted in my life. Well, I mean, there's different ways to quilt. And like I said, Mrs. Oliver, she just quilted, raw pieces of cotton or cotton fabric by hand. But if you actually have blankets, I don't know what kind of blankets they would be, but clothing items, I'd probably use a sewing machine because you get a lot less discouraged that way. And I think you said you got a nice sewing machine a year or so ago. Seems like I remember you saying that. Yeah, just one, the main thing you have to do is not be afraid to either not have it perfect, just do it. As far as quilting it, BG, what would be your preference when you quilt? I don't remember if you quilt by hand or I think you quilt on the machine in the ditch, right? So that's probably one of the easier ways to quilt, especially if your fabric is not all cotton. Cotton is definitely the easiest. Yes, I've had one but only used it for making masks, which was easy. Yeah, Jackie said that. Yeah, I think maybe try making a lap throw. I don't myself at this time. I don't think I'd want to make anything bigger than a lap throw or like a couch throw, something like that. And I think that's what BG is making for her grandson right now. Or is it actually a twin size? I'm not for sure. But I know you could do it. I will remember your tips and definitely let you know when I try it. Good. That's neat. Sometime I'll have to get a few of my quilts out and show them. I gave most of them away, but I still have a few, which is nice. No, I quilt by hand. I have a hard time quilting on the machine. BG said, I tend to get it bunched up, and it's a twin size. Okay. Well, with by hand, and you probably do the same thing, BG, and that's use one of those big, it's like a really large embroidery hoop, and that seems to work really good. Just have to be sure the bottom is smooth, your batting is smooth, and then your top, smooth that out. And then when you put that on there, and you can hand quilt what's in the circle or oval. I kind of like the oval because I could lean up one part of it, say up on a coffee table or TV tray in fact, that's what my laptop's sitting on right now is a TV tray. So yeah.
Remember when I used to build those quilting frames?
Yeah. My husband made a number of quilting frames and they took up a lot of space. They were like the length of a couch, and you put the back on and the batting, and then as you started to roll it, then you put the top on, kind of pinned it across, and then you looped it on another. It had two big rods, so that was nice. BG said, well, Jackie says, nice chatting, Kathy. Hubby needs my help right now. Okay, see you later. Thanks for the encouragement, and I want to tell everybody about our challenge, Jackie. And then BG said, yes, I quilt in the hoop. I will have to try an oval one. Yeah, the oval one's kind of nice just because, like I said, it's got a little extra length on it. You can get a little more on it, and then you can pull it up and lean it on something. Hopefully you are still on when I get back. If not, I'll try soon, Jackie says. Okay, well, I don't know if this one will be recorded or not because of the way I got in here. And yep, thanks too, Jackie. You're the one that got me on here today. So Jackie and I are doing a 100-day weight loss challenge. We both have just been stuck. Stuck is the only word I can say for it. It's like nothing budges. So this is day 5. She's keeping track of the days on a chart that she got. She's doing keto, and I'm probably trying to do 70% plant-based and 30% meat or protein of that type. And I think she's lost a couple pounds. I take a lot of diuretic because of a heart condition I have. So my weight fluctuates, but it always fluctuates in a certain range. So I have gotten down to the bottom of the range. I just really have to break that plateau and keep going. I told my son the other day, I said, I will be happy if I even lose 10 pounds in this 100 days. I mean, just something to get me over this hump, and then I'll keep going. I've gotten all kinds of books from the library. I've got a bag down here, and what I'm trying to do, like I said, Jackie knows what she's doing. She's definitely doing the keto for the 100 days. And I am trying to do more of the plant-based. So I got the starch solution, and I got the Omni Diet, which this has a lot of understanding of what's going on. It says on the back, it says, do you or someone you know have obesity, diabetes, fibromyalgia, arthritis, stomach digestive issues, autoimmune disorders, heart disease, high cholesterol, chronic fatigue, and high blood pressure? All of it. So I need help, don't I, honey? I need help. Help, help. How do you say that? Help, help, help me, help me. He's so sweet to me, though. And this one's called the Plant Paradox Cookbook. I do not like following recipes, but I do like getting ideas and then kind of transferring them into what I'm comfortable with or the ingredients. We all need help, BG says. Yes, we do. Even if you're thin and you're not eating right, you need help. So yeah, on the whole. And those that have mastered this in their life, God bless them. I got the plant-based solution, America's Healthy Heart Doctor's Plan to Power Your Health. And my last one is Vegan Weight Loss Manifesto, an 8-week plan to change your mindset, lose weight, and thrive. So this looks like chicken, but I think it's tofu, which I love tofu. So do I look like I'm looking in the right place? I feel like I'm looking all over the place. Do I look up, or can I look straight ahead? Let me know. So anyways, I'm reading all these, and then I'm going to hopefully it'll not only encourage me, but it will give me what I want to do for the long term, which would be the rest of my life. So, well, you look good, BG says. Well, I don't know about that, but I'm looking in the right place, I guess. Or I'm looking up and down. I'm looking over here. Oh. So anyways, if anybody wants to join us, it's not too late. All you have to, we're on day 5 of the 100-day challenge. So if you want to do it, then all you would have to do is just add an extra 5 days, which, you know, this 100-day challenge is not so that we can stop at 100 days. It's just the challenge to get us over whatever hump we're in. BG says, we are trying to do detox a bit. Oh, that would be interesting. Well, tell me how you're doing the detox. Um, are you just cutting out certain foods? Um, are you not eating? Uh, like, what do they call it? Intermittent fasting? How are you doing your detox? I'm going to take a drink. I have those iced tea packs you can put in water. It's iced tea with lemon. It's very good. Um, I know some people have detoxed drinking things, drinking things in our water. Okay, I'm so sorry, BG. Is that uh like where you're making shakes or green juices, or is this something that you buy and you put in your water? Um, I did go, this has been probably 2 years ago. I went on for 8 days on a juice cleanse. I think they called it a cleanse. It was kind of popular. So I thought I'd try it. And I did lose weight. And the second I started eating, and I'm not saying gorging or anything, I'm just saying eating normal. Oh my goodness, the weight just came right back on. So that didn't work. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. But anyways, let me know if you're interested at all in joining us. That'd be really cool. Do we have any plans today, honey?
We do not have any serious plans.
No serious plans.
It's finally a down day.
Yes. Tomorrow is not going to be a down day.
No graduations, no anything. I'm not playing golf today.
Yes, my hubby is a big golfer, and he also works at a golf course. Let's see. James is drinking. BG says James is drinking 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar and 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. Yeah, that's good. I've heard that. And then, oops, tablespoon. Okay, of each. Oh, okay. Are you doing that too, or just James? Um, I know somebody that drinks apple cider vinegar every morning before they have their coffee. My aunt used to do about 1 tablespoon of lemon juice in hot water every morning before she ate. And you're drinking something else. Is it a like something you get at Costco, something like that? Yeah, let me know. Um, I do make like sometimes I make a smoothie for breakfast. I haven't had breakfast yet. I did have a cup of coffee. No, but you ordered it. Okay. Um, I like to use almond milk and water. The almond milk just gives it a little bit of body, I think. Maybe not, but it's 30 calories for a cup. So I usually put about a cup in. And then you add spinach, and I like to add blueberries. You could add banana. And I also have a vegan protein powder that I've gotten from Costco. I kind of like the whey powder the best, but I've got this vegan powder I need to get used up. So I'm going to probably be doing that a little bit more than I have been. And I do know that just if you've got a good blender, you can just kind of make like a little V8 yourself, or some kind of vegetable juice. Problem is, I find it doesn't last real long, appetite wise. Then you get hungry again. Well, this has been going for 30 minutes, so I guess I can chat. I'll just show you. You gonna smile at me again? Oh, okay. BG says, we got some steel cut oats. Oh, I do add oats to mine too. To try with berries and protein powder. We haven't tried it yet. Yes, no. I don't use the steel cut oats. I just use the the old fashioned oats. But I do really love either make your protein drink or your like my favorite thing, Don will tell you, is I have these cups that are kind of, big. They're soup cups, I guess you'd say. And I'll put in a quarter cup to maybe a third a cup of oats, the old-fashioned oats, and about a cup of blueberries and about a cup and a half of almond milk. That is my favorite treat. I love that. And if you let it sit for a little bit, the frozen blueberries kind of make it slushy, and the oats soften up just a little bit, but yet they're really good because I'm not a cooked oats person. I have blended them, and it's good they're good blended, but I really like them just in the almond milk with the berries. And you can add bananas too, like sliced bananas. And BG, you're so sweet to me. Yes, and we love listening. Sounds good. You got to have a listener. I always, my husband likes, excuse me, she's making me cry. Don likes to do music and sports. And I always said, well, you have to have somebody in the audience, or you don't have anybody to play for or watch you, right? So that's me. One of my stories is on one of our first dates out. Couldn't believe it. He said, my church is going to the Y for they rented the Y for the evening, so they could swim or play or whatever you do at the Y. So I get there, and that was the first time I ever met his mother, and she was sitting with some of her friends there. But we go into the gym, and he more or less plants me against the wall and goes and plays basketball. So that's when I started being the what would you say? The audience, the watchers of your basketball?
I guess the fan.
The fan. The fan. Yeah. But I did, by standing there, I did get to hear little things about me. Who's she? Is she with Don? And I remember his mother said to the ladies as I was leaving, that's who Don's dating. So I remember thinking, I hope they're saying good things. Oh. Well, I think I'll end this stream, and I will probably come back. I know most people that do live streams have a schedule. I'm just feeling confident enough that Brenda said, or BG said, she's the one. I think she kind of did say that.
Who, my mom?
Yeah, at least she's the one he's dating.
I don't know.
I still never, to this day, can't figure out if she thought that was a good thing or a bad thing. But anyways, the ladies were all ears. So anyways, I'll probably come back on another time soon. I just can't put anything together yet to think of if it'll be a schedule or just a hop on. But I thank you so much for watching, especially you, BG. And Jackie was on here. And I don't know if there's somebody else on here. If they'd like to say hi, I would love that. So let's see. Dawn knew, though. Love you guys. Yeah, Don knew until at least as I was convincing him. Oh, yeah. Love stories are fun. I'll have to tell a little bit more about ours. We will, excuse me. We will be married 46 years in October. And yay! And yesterday was my son-in-law's parents' anniversary, and they were married 55 years. And my other daughter's parents, I think, I don't know, 3 or 4 days ago, they just celebrated their 49th wedding anniversary. So got some long lifers here. All right. I love you guys and thank you for watching. And now I will figure out how to end my stream. Talk to you later.